Taehyung, what is happening? Nothing, wifey, just we have to do deal with some stuff. Taehyung said, accelerating the speed more. His lips were tucked in a smirk. Anna didn't dare to ask more. In a sudden second, the car jigged into another direction, along with the screeching sound of tires, forcing the girl's body to slightly fall into his direction. Few more minutes, hold tight. Anna opened the compartment. Hurry. With shaky hands, Anna followed his command. She gulped, hardly seeing a gun with the opening of it. Pass me the gun fast. Theung uttered in desperation and immediately snatched the gun from her hands. Hold the steering wheel, Anna. He moved away his hands from it, resulting the girl to hold it instantly. But I don't know how to drive. Her panicked voice said, witnessing the car slightly moving into random direction, frightening the naive girl to death. I'm not telling you to drive, just hold it for a second until I deal with these men. After loading in, the mafia put his face out of window, darting the gun into the cars which are following them. Pointing the gun point on car star, he fired. It's not a big deal for the mafia to aim at a right point. Thanks to his sharp eyes and stable balance, a smirk tugged on his lips, witnessing the car falling into a deep trench due to losing balance. Theung, hearing Anna's loud scream, his head jerked into her direction, only to clench his jaw in anger. Another car tailgating there and soon driving too close to their vehicle. Speeding up more, Theung tries to win against it, not knowing who actually they are and why are they doing this is angrier him more. Theung cursed, fuming in pure anger. When the car driving beside them bumped hardly into their car, tears rolled down the girl's eyes due to the terrifying scene happening in front of her eyes, scaring the poor soul. In no second, their car hit a big tree, followed by a loud scream. As the car was in full speed, after hitting it, evolves out a loud crashing sound. Taeyong found himself colliding with the steering wheel. Felt something wet running down his forehead and a faint sound of someone yelling. He groaned, holding his head, doing an attempt of clearing his blurry vision, only to engulfed in darkness again. Taeyong, drunken, his eyes open only to close back again due to strong light flash directly on his face. A sharp pain erupted, resulting him to hold his head immediately with a painful groan. Sir, are you alright? Doctor, the patient get his conscious back. Due to sudden yell, his head starts to throb more. It was a woman's voice, which is sounding so near to him. Doctor immediately ran inside and approached near the boy whose face was scrunched up in pure pain. Mister, how are you feeling? Teung opened his eyes and looked around his surrounding with confused gaze. He was in a small room with two worried faces around him. But how? Where am I? The lady who was standing beside him passed him a glass of water as soon as she noticed his hoarse voice. Teung don't want to trust, but as his throat was dry and is actually paining, he had to. So he took some sip from it. Your car got into an accident, mister. Luckily, it happened near our village. Someone saw this and immediately informed others, and they admitted you here. Doctor explained, looking at the lady who was one of them. Ting was sitting there with blank mind until the word starts to echo in his mind. Accident. Teung help Anna. Anna, where is Anna? How is she? Did you also admitted her here in the hospital? Tell me. Standing up from bed, Theo questioned in desperation. Right now, he only wants to see his Anna, his wife. Mister, please sit down. Your head is injured. Doctor tried to explain, but the boy was not in the mood to listen to anyone. Tell me, where is my wife? Theo yelled, frightening the other two by his sudden action. What are you saying, your wife? But you were alone in the car. The lady sat still in daze about his words. Meanwhile, her words crushed down Thung's whole world. He stood there numb for a few seconds, alone. No, I was with my wife. Sir, trust me, when we escorted you out from car, there was no one except you. Doctor and the lady widened their eyes when Thung harshly pulls out the canola, throwing it away. Doctor panicked, witnessing the scene. Sir, what are you doing? It can hurt you. Just leave my way. I have to find her. God, where are you, Anna? Where is my phone? Here. Doctor passed him his wallet and mobile phone. However, the screen had a big crack, but still it was working. Theung dialed a number and went out in desperation. Looks like the person was really important for him. Young returned back to main headquarters. The soft boy now turned into a fearless mafia. He's getting crazy, not finding Anna close to himself, not having a single clue. Where did she disappear? Is breaking his patience level. More than anything, he's getting anxious about her safety. When he entered inside, Leo was already waiting for him there, as his boss have already ordered to everyone to find where his wife went. He cancelled all his meetings and the work for which he had to come here. He don't care about any laws. The only person in his mind right now is his wife, his Anna. Leo, any information? No, boss. Unfortunately, there was no CCTV camera around that area where your car get into accident. In fact, in the area of 2 kilometers, there was no source of technology to capture a single thing. Seems like it was pre-planned. The person was very clever boss. He intentionally used this location for his mission so that nobody could capture any of their moments. Who is this daring person to play games with me? Frustration is dripping down from his face. Rather than these things, Theung is angry on himself. As he failed to protect her, did you complete another work? Yes, boss, as you told, I alert our other base also. Cops are also cooperating. Whole city is under control. Every vehicle will be checked before passing. Theung hummed and brushed his hair back. You can clearly notice worriedness on his boss face. Somewhere, the boy was aware about how much Anna meant for his boss. He didn't fail to notice the change in his behavior during these past few days and his unbounded happiness when he is with the girl. Boss, we will soon find something. Mrs. Kim will be fine. Mindlessly, Theung nodded, but deep down, he couldn't stop but to get worried about Anna. She's too innocent to handle these cruel deeds. How about we ask the people who rescued you? Maybe they have noticed something. Leo suggested, as he willingly wants to help his boss, who for him is not less than a elder brother. Do whatever you want. I want information under 2 hours. I don't know. How will you do? I just want. It's my command. As you say, boss, I will inform you. After asking from the villagers their point of view. Yes, Dad, I'm trying. But nothing seems to work. It's been more than 2 hours. I hung up now, Dad. I will inform as soon as I get something. Tim threw the phone on back seat with a long sigh. He threw his head back on seat while hands tightly gripping the steering wheel. The car was standing in between an unfamiliar place. Tim knew that he needed some time alone, so he decided to roam around mindlessly with thoughts about his wife in mind. Everything was perfect, then why suddenly this happened? They were happy and enjoying with each other. He was moving on and accepting his fate. Hearts were connecting. He was all prepared to let go everything just to be with her. She was all he wanted. It was him who dragged her in this cruel world. Then why she have to take the punishment today when she's not with him? The boy understood so many things that he need her close to himself. How much he craved for her, he desired for her more than anything. Why? He had no answer. What's matter most is the she should be with him. This much desperation and fear he never felt for someone. Bitter but truth. Where are you, wifey? Please be safe for me. Finally, we catch our mafia's princess. Past. Oh, the small girl hissed in pain as her body hardly comes in contact with ground. The dirty water spilled all over her clothes, making her cute pink frock dirty, while the silver crown fell down from her small head. Due to sudden action, other kids standing around her laughed loudly, mocking her state. Her lower wobbled and tears started to drip down, staining her puffy rosy cheeks, making her look more adorable. No one come forward to help her. Why will they, when they were enjoying her this pretty stage? This is your birthday gift from us. The girl standing there, who was a little taller than the small girl, with two ponytails on her head, spoke in a bitter tone. Why did you do this? You made my dress dirty. Little girl complained with pouty lips. She was sad because her Oma make her look beautiful, and these girl ruined everything because you were looking ugly in this dress. Little girl's heart broke at the tall girl's statement. No, you are lying. Oma told me what I am looking beautiful, just like a princess. She answered, stuttering, lips wobbling and teary eyes glaring at them. Princess? Yeah, but an ugly one. Other girls sat and they all started to laugh loudly. I'm not ugly, she muttered, wiping tears with back of her head. But they were not stopping. The kids started to tease her more, calling ugly repeatedly. The girl's little heart was aching. She just wanted to be friends with them on her birthday, but sadly no one accepted. Instead, they are here bullying the birthday girl, calling her with different name. No, I'm not ugly, you are ugly and I'm beautiful. This time the girl on ground yelled on them with fiery eyes, but they were too busy enjoying and laughing that they didn't give attention to what other was saying. When suddenly a boy coming run towards their direction, little girl's eyes shine when they fall on the familiar figure. Big gorilla, she whispered when the boy reached near her. His big brown eyes were filled with worry, but soon it replaced with panic when the girl beside him started to crying hysterically, muttering some incoherent words. Yeah, why did you all do to her? The boy glared at them as he witnessed the whole scene when he was coming to call his little sister. He was trying his best to calm her down, but the little girl were continuously shedding tears, clutching his arm in her tiny hands. That's when he noticed some people coming towards them. Oh my god, my princess, what happened to you? Oh, my little baby, don't cry. A man from them sat, lifting the crying girl in his arms, who immediately wrapped her small around his neck, shedding tears on his shoulders. Princess, what happened, baby? Tell Appa. But the girl don't said anything and continued to snuggle more in father's embrace. Seeking for warmth, she was hiccuping badly, which worried her parents. No, Ma is here. Don't cry, my princess. Mother said in a soothing voice, rubbing her back. She looked at the boy for any answer, but he only pointed his finger towards the other kids, who were now panicking. Aunt, they pushed little Panda in mud and were making fun of her. He told while his round eyes were still glaring at them. The kids got a long lecture from their parents standing there. All were about to turn around to return back to their house when the boy pushed the girl in the same mud and it's her turn to cry. Seon, what did you did? She pushed my panda in it, so I take my revenge. Baby, he shouldn't have do that. Now come on, party gonna start soon. Seon, try to turn back to go, not before turning his head. And Smith, seeing the girl crying in her mother's arm, another kids were laughing on her now. Back to present. Boss, we caught her. What's your next command? Sehun looked at his men with confused face. He cleared his throat when he realized where he is. Detaching his head from car's window, he glanced at his man sitting in front of him. What about Taehyung? He was unconscious in car when our men took the girl. We have information that people from nearby village rescued him and admitted in hospital. Sehun nodded in response. Boss, what we should with the girl? Once again repeated as he noticed his boss still didn't answer his first question. Sehun took a minute before answering. Bring her to my mansion. His boss' lack of interest confused the man. Aware about his boss' condition, he gathered some courage and finally asked, but stammered badly, Boss, are you okay? He gulped in fear, noticing his boss's eyes on him, staring blankly. Drive to mansion.